Welcome to Songs of the Sea. My name is Maura Volante. The sea has always been a great inspiration for songs in the folk tradition. In addition to singing work shanties, sailors, whalers, and fishers have enjoyed singing songs while mending nets and ropes, or simply during recreational times. These songs are different from shanties. They usually have longer verses, rather than a call and response pattern. Sometimes they have no chorus at all, but the ones we are doing all have a part for you to join in with, so I hope you will enjoy singing along with us. We recorded these parts separately, and Fern Vale mixed them together. Farewell to Nova Scotia. This is one of Canada's favorite traditional folk songs. In it, a young man heads out to sea on a warship, expressing longing for his beloved Nova Scotia. Fern Vale leads this one and adds guitar.
The sun was setting in the west. The birds were singing on every tree. All nature seemed inclined to rest, but still there was no rest for me. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me? I grieve to leave my native land. I grieve to leave my comrades all, and my aged parents who I've always held so dear, and the bonny, bonny lass that I do adore. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me? The drums do beat, the wars do alarm. The captain calls, I must obey. So farewell, farewell to Nova Scotia's charms, for it's early in the morning and I'm far, far away. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me? I have 3 brothers and they are at rest. Their arms are folded on their breast. But a poor simple sailor, the likes of me, must be tossed and driven on the deep blue sea. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me? Will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me?
Eyes the By. Sailing to distant lands is not the only way people spend their time on boats. Newfoundland was settled by folks who were there for the fish, and fishing life is the topic of many Newfoundland songs. This one is set to a lively dance tune and often accompanied on the accordion. So we are lucky to have Dale Morland joining us on accordion on this song and Fern Vale on guitar. I's the boy that builds the boat, and I's the boy that sails her. I's the boy that catches a fish and brings him home to Liza.
Hip your partner Sally Tboat, hip your partner Sally Brown. Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle.
Sods and rinds to cover your flake, cake and tea for supper. Codfish in the spring of the year, fried in maggoty butter.
Hip your partner Sally Tboat, hip your partner Sally Brown. Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle.
I don't want your maggoty fish, that's no good for winter. I could buy as good as that down in Bonavista.
Hip your partner Sally Tboat, hip your partner Sally Brown. Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle.
I took Liza to a dance, faith that she could travel. Every step that she did take was up to her knees in gravel.
Hip your partner Sally Tboat, hip your partner Sally Brown. Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle.
Susan White, she's out of sight, her petticoat needs a border. Old Sam Oliver in the dark, he kissed her in the corner.
Hip your partner Sally Tboat, hip your partner Sally Brown. Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle.
Sally's got a brand new dress, Sally's got a fine one. Sally's got a brand new dress, her mother made out of the old one.
Hip your partner Sally Tboat, hip your partner Sally Brown. Fogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle.
The Banks of Newfoundland. Here's another one that speaks of Newfoundland, but from the point of view of a sailor on a merchant ship. There are a few terms that need explanation. The Virgin Rocks were dangerous undersea rocks off the coast of Newfoundland. Holy stones refers to blocks of sandstone that were used for scrubbing the decks. They were called holy stones because they were about the size of Bibles, and the sailors had to kneel down to wield them. You'll hear the term dungaree jumpers, which were lightweight jackets for normal wear, and monkey jackets, which were warmer pea coats for the heavy weather. Ranald Thurgood gives us this one.
We'll scrub her up, we'll scrub her down with holy stone fine sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland. Come all you rakes and ramblin' boys, I'll have you to beware. When you go on board of a merchant ship, blue dungaree jumpers wear. But have your monkey jackets, boys, keep them at your command. For there blows a cold nor'wester on the banks of Newfoundland.
We'll scrub her up, we'll scrub her down with holy stone fine sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland.
2 Irishmen we had on board, Mike Murphy and Pat Moore. In the year of 1843, those sailors suffered sore, for they'd pawned their clothes in London and they sold their notes of hand, never thinking of the cold nor'westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
We'll scrub her up, we'll scrub her down with holy stone fine sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks
on the banks of Newfoundland. One Irish girl we had on board, Cassie Higgins was her name. To her I'd promised marriage, on me she had a claim. She tore her flannel petticoats to make mittens for my hands, before she'd see her true love freeze on the banks of Newfoundland. We'll scrub her up, we'll scrub her down with holy stone fine sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland. I had a dream the other night, I dreamed I was at home. I dreamed that me and my true love were in old Marleybone, that we were safe on England's shore with a jug of ale at hand. When I awoke, my heart was broke on the banks of Newfoundland. We'll scrub her up, we'll scrub her down with holy stone fine sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland. And now we're passing the virgin rocks where the stormy winds do blow, with a crowd of sailors on the deck a-shovelin' off the snow. We'll scrub her up, we'll rub her down with holy stone and sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland. We'll scrub her up, we'll scrub her down with holy stone fine sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland. And now we're passing Sandy Hook, where the wintry winds still blow, with a tugboat right ahead of us, to New York we will go. We'll fill our brimming glasses with a jug of rum at hand, for while we're here, we can't be there on the banks of Newfoundland. We'll scrub her up, we'll scrub her down with holy stone fine sand, and we'll bid adieu to the virgin rocks on the banks of Newfoundland.
Willie Taylor. One common theme in sea ballads is that of women dressing as men and working as sailors. This was a real phenomenon, but probably not as common as the number of songs about it would imply. This song originated in the British Isles, but this version of it was collected in Ontario.
Willie Taylor, brisk young sailor, full of fun and full of glee, off to church they went together, dressed in silk so rich and gay. Birds were singing, bells were ringing, off to church they went with glee. In marched 24 sailors, thrust young Willie off to sea. Farum-darum, fiddle-i-arum, fiddle-i-arum, right fall ray. Now she's shipped on board a vessel in the name of Richard Farr. Her once white and delicate fingers, now they're covered in pitch and tar. Now she's on the yard arm reefing, doing her duty like all the rest, when her waistcoat it flew open, thus revealing her lily-white breast. Farum-darum, fiddle-i-arum, fiddle-i-arum, right fall ray. When the captain came for to hear it, saying, "Fair maid, what brings you here?" "I'm in search of my true lover, who was pressed from me so dear." If you're in search of your true lover, tell me what his name might be. His name it is young Willie Taylor. 7 long years he's been gone from me.
Farum-darum, fiddle-I-arum, fiddle-I-arum, right fall ray.
If you rise early tomorrow morning, just before the break of day, there you'll see your Willie Taylor walking with a lady gay. So she rose early the next morning, just before the break of day, and she saw her Willie Taylor walking with a lady gay. Now she's called for a pistol, which was given at her command, and she shot her Willie Taylor, standing by his bride's right hand.
Farum-darum, fiddle-I-arum, fiddle-I-arum, right fall ray.
When the captain came for to hear it, saying, "Fair maid, what have you done?" And there he's made here his first lieutenant on his ship of 900 ton. Now she's on the quarter-deck walking, sword and pistol in her hand, and every time that she gives orders, sailors tremble at her command.
Farum-darum, fiddle-I-arum, fiddle-I-arum, right fall ray. Farum-darum, fiddle-I-arum, fiddle-I-arum, right fall ray. The Leaving of Liverpool. This song is a staple in Irish sessions everywhere and has a great chorus. It is from the 19th century and speaks of a real ship, the Davy Crockett, and its master, Burgess, who was a real person. Neville Miller leads us on this one. Before we say fare thee well, I would like to thank the crew that helped with this session. Fern Vale, Ranald Thurgood, Dale Morland, Neville Miller, and Gail Anglin. Fern Vale also did all the editing of the sound and video.
Farewell to Prince's Landing Stage, River Mersey, fare thee well. I am bound for California, a place I know right well. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I am bound for California, by the way of the stormy Cape Horn, and I'll write to you a letter, love, when I am homeward bound. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I am shipped on Yankee clipper ship. Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is the captain of her, and they say that she's afloat in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I have been with Burgess once before, and I think I know him well. If a man's a seaman, he will get along, but if not, then he's sure in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Farewell to Lower Frederick Street, Handsome Terrace and Park Lane, for I think it will be a long, long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Oh, the sun is on the harbour, love, and I wish I could remain, for I know it will be a long, long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee.